Welcome back to the shop. I'm Jeff from Today's Craftsman, and the last time we spoke about drawer slides, we got a lot of questions about the Salice Progressa, which is the drawer slide that we use on all of our cabinets here in the shop. So we wanted to give you a closer look today and tell you why we made the switch from Blum. Here in front of me is a 21-inch Salice Progressa. You see this is a left-hand slide marked with the L. You can see the made in Italy there. So these are made in Italy, 100%. And the cool thing about the Salice Progressa is this rack and pinion and the fact that it's a progressive slide. So you can see as I slide it, these move in tandem because of this rack and pinion. So that's the progressive movement that they're referring to. So these always move at the same rate, these two members here. They're fixed together by that rack and pinion. So it's soft close, as you can see. They call that smooth. That's what they call their soft close. So really nice soft close. We have our up and down adjustment here. It's built into the slide rather than the clip. And we'll give you a closer look at the clips later. And we have our other adjustments there. And this is a beefy slide. So this, nice and heavy, a lot of metal on here. You know it's going to be strong. These have a 120-pound static weight rating and a 100-pound dynamic weight rating. So way more than you're typically ever going to put in a drawer. And they do offer the Progressa Plus, which is rated at 154 pounds if you need to do more. In this cabinet, we have one Salice slide and one Blum slide. And before we reveal which is which, we want you to take a guess just by sound and by looks. So on our end, it's pretty easy to tell. I don't know if it's coming through on the mic very well, but this is our Salice slide here. This, let's see if we can get. I don't know, sounds gritty to me. Take my word for it. So here's our Salice slide attached to the drawer with the clips. So I think we'll take this over to the bench here. We can show you a little bit about these clips. So you may be able to tell from the sticker here that this is a purchased drawer box. This actually, well, I should say we didn't purchase this. Hayfliss sent us this drawer box and this slide so we can make this video. And that's where we buy all of our drawer boxes. We found that purchasing them makes much more sense than building them ourselves for most situations. For cabinetry. Furniture, we tend to make them, but cabinetry, we'll buy them. So we have our clips here, and they make two different styles of clips. One that has a flange that mounts to the bottom of the front of the drawer, and these that have a more typical mount into the back side of the front of the drawer. And these have some adjustment here. So you see as I turn this wheel, you can see this white piece moving here. So this will adjust your drawer box left to right, by moving the position of the slide in relation to the drawer box. And it has a nice centering mark here, so you can make sure that you're centered when you install everything. And this here moves the drawer box in and out. So that's nice to be able to adjust everything. Once you install your faces, if you need to make any tweaks, you can adjust up and down, left to right, and in and out. So as I said before, your vertical adjustment, your up and down adjustment is here in the slide. So you push this, and it just pushes up on the bottom of your drawer box, and you've got a couple millimeters of travel with all of these. Before we throw this drawer in the cabinet and show you how it works, I want to point out the notch back here. So like every undermount drawer slide, this requires a notch. The Progressa requires a minimum of a 2-inch notch as well as a bayonet hole. And you can see how this all meshes together with the bayonet. You can see that rack and pinion and progressive movement. as well as a soft close. So we'll pull this out. Pop this drawer in. And we can show you what the adjustments look like when the drawer box is actually in the cabinet. See, we're pulling the drawer over to the right. Now we're going back to the left. And this will be our in and out. So now we're pushing the drawer box out. It's actually sticking out past the front of the cabinet now. And here's our up and down. So we're lifting the whole drawer box up, and you control both sides independently, so you can tweak them to get everything parallel and straight. And they do offer a tilt adjustment. It's a separate add-on for these that you install in the back of the slide. We have our nice synchronized, we didn't mention that these drawer slides are synchronized without a bar, so you don't need to connect the two slides in order to have synchronization. Because of that rack and pinion, they come out at the same rate, both slides, whereas over here, you would need to add a bar across the slides to get them to come out at the same rate. And you see these are not progressive. That's the difference we were talking about. You see this member moves independently and this one moves independently, and see they can get a little wacky when you have a big drawer or a really heavy drawer. So those are the Salice Progressas, very similar to the Progressa Plus, just a little lighter weight version, and this is our go-to slide. So if you haven't tried them out, I would suggest it. And if you want to see a very in-depth installation video telling you how to size your drawer, how to install these slides and the clips, let us know and we can see if we can make that for you. And yeah, let us know down in the comments what kind of slides you like, and we'll see you next week.